Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Shocking amount Savannah Chrisley spent trying to reach Julie. Savannah Chrisley will do whatever needs to be done to free her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley. Yet there was a time when something was going on regarding Julie, and Savannah needed to find a way to keep in touch with her. Now, she is revealing the shocking amount she spent trying to reach her mother. So how much did the reality star drop? Keep reading for more details. Savannah Chrisley's desperate attempt to connect with mom. Savannah Chrisley has been dedicated to prison reform and freeing her parents. Todd and Julie Chrisley have been incarcerated for 2 years now, but their daughter will not stop the fight. She feels that they should be freed, and more so, that they are being treated unfairly. When Julie had her resentencing, Savannah was shocked by the judge. Julie's probation was extended by 2 years, which blew Savannah away, and she deemed this unfair. She wants answers, and more than that, she wants her mother to come home. While Julie has been away, she has done her best to be there for her kids, especially Savannah, who became the guardian of the 2 youngest Chrisleys. She stepped up and has been doing the best she can with what she has. Her younger brother, Grayson Chrisley, just headed off to college, while Chloe reminds her she is a good mom. Julie will send her Mother's Day cards and help her plan holidays during their visits. However, there was a time when Savannah struggled to get in touch with her mother and spared no expense to reach her. According to People, Savannah Chrisley opened up about her mother's appeal process and how Julie Chrisley was in transit between prisons. That is normal procedure, as other inmates have court dates around the country. Since Julie had to appear in front of a judge, she was being shuffled around, and Savannah was in the dark as to where her mom was. Savannah soon shared how her mom was able to communicate. Julie Chrisley had gotten extremely creative to ease her daughter's mind, which was incredibly sweet. With all that she had on her mind, Savannah Chrisley was still front and center. However, Savannah did share how much she dropped in an attempt to get in contact with her mother. She continued to explain that it went toward phone calls and emails. Pretty much any medium that she feels should be against the law at this point. Ultimately, Julie and Savannah reconnected when the former was back in Kentucky, where it all began. It was heartbreaking, but Savannah has not given up hope and is on a new journey to free her parents. Savannah Chrisley has never been one to do things halfway, especially when it comes to her family. But even her most loyal fans were stunned when the shocking truth came out about how far and how much she went to stay connected with her mom, Julie Chrisley, behind bars. According to sources close to the family, Savannah has spent a jaw-dropping $47,000 in just over a year trying to reach and communicate with her incarcerated mother. That's right. Nearly $50,000 for phone calls, video chats, travel, legal consultations, and prison-approved care packages. For Savannah, it's not just a number. It's a symbol of a daughter's fierce devotion in the face of one of the most public family scandals in recent memory. And that figure, it's still climbing. Prison walls, priceless bonds. When Julie Chrisley was sentenced to 7 years at the Federal Medical Center in Lexington, Kentucky, the Chrisley family found themselves scattered, broken, and unsure of what came next. For Savannah, the separation was especially brutal. Julie wasn't just a mom. She was her best friend, her sounding board, and in many ways, her anchor. I don't care what the system says, Savannah shared in a tearful podcast episode earlier this year. That's my mother. And I will do whatever it takes to make sure she knows she's not alone. True to her word, Savannah sprang into action almost immediately. She hired a prison consultant, paid for weekly therapy for herself and younger sibling Grayson, and committed to traveling from Nashville to Lexington at least twice a month, sometimes more. She spent more on gas, hotels, and last-minute flights than most people do on a new car, one insider revealed. And that's not even counting the legal fees she racked up just trying to get visitation of prison connection. Most people don't realize just how expensive it is to stay connected with an incarcerated loved one. Prison phone calls can cost upwards of $1 a minute. Video chats require scheduling and fees. Even sending emails through prison systems comes with a per-message charge. Savannah, however, didn't blink. She was sending emails every day, sometimes multiple times a day, the insider continued. Just knowing her mom could read her thoughts was worth the money to her. In addition to regular communication, Savannah spent thousands curating Julie's prison-approved care packages. These included everything from books and skincare to protein snacks and fleece blankets, all of which had to meet strict prison guidelines and be ordered from select, often overpriced, vendors. And when Julie's health reportedly took a downturn earlier this year, Savannah doubled down. She flew in specialists to consult with prison doctors at her own expense, and even tried to move legal mountains to get her mother transferred to a more accommodating facility. She's tapped into her savings. She's paused luxury purchases. She even delayed plans for expanding her Sassy by Savannah brand. Another source close to her camp said, all of it to stay connected to Julie. You can't put a price on love. Savannah herself addressed the financial toll during a recent appearance on a daytime talk show. Yeah, it's been expensive, she admitted with a half smile. But when you're talking about your mom, the woman who held you when you were sick, who prayed over you, who gave up her own dreams for yours, you don't think about the dollars. You think about doing right by her. Fans flooded social media with support, praising Savannah for her loyalty and raw honesty. She's the definition of ride or die, one fan posted. Most people would have just sent letters. Savannah showed up, physically, emotionally, and financially. The toll no one sees. While Savannah makes it look graceful on Instagram, the cost hasn't been just financial. The emotional toll has been staggering. Between juggling legal strategies, raising her niece Chloe, and managing public criticism, Savannah has had moments of near collapse. There were nights I cried myself to sleep, she confessed. Times I wanted to scream at the system, at God, at everyone. Still, she pressed on, because for Savannah, this was never about image or reputation. It was about love. And love, as she often reminds her followers, doesn't come with a price tag. But it does come with receipts. The next chapter. With Julie's sentence still ongoing, and no major updates on her potential early release despite persistent rumors, Savannah is now preparing for the long haul. She's starting to budget for the next 2 years, says the insider. She's even set up a dedicated fund for legal appeals and prison-related expenses. She doesn't want to be caught off guard. Fans are now rallying behind her more than ever, with some even suggesting a GoFundMe or donation campaign to help Savannah stay afloat. But for now, Savannah's keeping things private and proud. I'm good, she posted recently. God's got me. And I've got Mom. A daughter's devotion. At the end of the day, the most shocking number isn't the $47,000 Savannah has spent trying to reach her mom. It's the one she can't seem to let go of, the one woman who means everything to her. Julie. And no matter how far apart they are physically, Savannah is determined that their bond will never be.